Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing episode number, I think, 7 of Start Bench Cut, which is where I basically sent out a tweet about start bench cut options that y'all give me, and then I tell you which card I would start, which card I would bench, and which card I would cut. And I'm sorry, this is actually episode number 7. I know it's been a couple weeks since I have uploaded Start Bench Cut. I'm trying to upload it once a week on Thursdays, but I forgot to last week. That's on me. So yeah, we're coming in with this episode, and I hope y'all do enjoy. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 18,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of daily My Team content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Try and hit that by the end of the month of January. We are almost there, so would really appreciate if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with the first suggestion from my boy Carson: Chet, Giannis, and Bam. I'm starting Chet. I just think he's the best power forward in the game personally right now, or at least right into the very top. I think Thurl Bailey's up there as well. But I really like Giannis. I really like Bam. That one is interesting to me because it kind of depends on what you need. Giannis is going to probably be a little bit more versatile. He's going to be a little bigger, better as a slasher, better with the ball in his hands. But Bam is not a complete slasher with the ball in his hands. Bam has a much better release than Giannis. He is 2 inches smaller, but he's also a super versatile elite defender, just like Giannis is. Honestly, has even better defensive badges than Giannis does. So I would say, for me personally, this might be controversial, but I'm starting Chet, benching Bam, and cutting Giannis. That's just my opinion. Most people would probably put Giannis over Bam, and I think I actually put Giannis over Bam in my think But for me personally, I think I'm actually bringing Bam over Giannis. So start Chet, bench Bam, cut Giannis. For me personally, I'm gonna try to touch most of these. There's a bunch of suggestions, so I'm gonna have to go pretty quick. But point guard Dante, Luka, and Drew, you did it in order. I think Dante, Luka, Drew. Small forward, Braun, Morrison, Scotty, and Paulo. Start Scotty. He's the best small forward in the game, in my opinion, if you have him and you're playing him there. Off the bench, it really depends on how much you like Morrison and how much of a dribbler you are versus which Hoffs. If Braun has a bunch of elite Hall of Fame badges on him, I'd probably go him. Paulo is really good as well, but for me, that's probably what I'm doing. Now, power forward, I think I'm starting Chet, I'm benching Cat, and then I'm cutting Giannis and Embiid is what I would have to do for that one. I'm cutting Giannis and Embiid there. I might slide Embiid to center, though, or Giannis, one of those two. It depends on who you have at center, I guess. But small forward would be Scotty starting, and then Braun or Morrison off the bench, in my personal opinion, although Paulo's a really good card as well, so if you like him, you could use him. I would definitely start and bench Luka and Dante, and then I would cut Drew, probably. I will say Luka and Dante is close, though. If you have like Kobe at the 2 and you want a little more size, I think Luka at the 1 might be the one you start, actually. So it depends on your team, but as an overall card, I'm probably starting Dante over Luka, but in some things, I might actually put Luka over Dante, so I don't know. Joel, Roy Hibbert, and Bam. All right, I'm assuming this is the center position, so definitely benching Bam, or sorry, cutting Bam at the center spot, just because he's 6'9". A really good card, yes, but I just think 6'9's a little small at center. I think he's really good at power forward, but I would put him at power forward, not center. Now, I'm starting Joel over Roy Hibbert for sure, so I'm benching Roy and starting Joel. Joel just is much more versatile than Roy Hibbert. He's able to drive better. He puts the ball on the floor better. He's faster. He's more versatile as an overall card. I do think he's a slightly better card. Now, D-Book, Drew, and Penny. I'm starting D-Book just because of the offensive capabilities, because unless you have Kobe at the 2, I'm starting D-Book. If you have Kobe at the 2, I'm starting somebody else, probably Drew. I'm not the highest on Penny. I'm going to cut Penny. So for me, it's start D-Book, bench Drew, and cut Penny. Unless you have Kobe, in which case I'm probably starting Drew, bringing D-Book off the bench to run the offense and putting more defense next to Kobe, and Kobe can run your offense. But either way, me personally, I'm cutting Penny. I don't love Penny. Some people really like him, but me, not really. Now, I don't know. This is a troll comment. I don't know. Cade, LaMelo, and Dante. Start Dante pretty easily, honestly, because Cade and LaMelo are not very good defensively. Dante is great defensively, and he may not be quite as good as they are offensively, but he's damn close. Off the bench, I think I'm actually going Cade over LaMelo. I feel like Cade actually competes a little better defensively than LaMelo does. And also, I think Cade's movement is a little simpler with him having Kemba escape. Really, that's about his only dribble move, but he's also got a fast release. I mean, they're both good cards. I think I'm personally playing Cade over LaMelo, though. So start Dante, bench Cade, cut LaMelo. Penny, Dante, and Drew. Again, start Dante, bench Drew, cut Penny. I'm not that high on Penny. I'm the highest on Dante out of those 3. There you go. Morrison, LeBron, and Rodman. Definitely benching Rodman. I think as much as he's a solid card, Morrison and LeBron are definitely a little bit head and shoulders above. I would start Morrison over Braun unless your Braun has a ton of extra Hall of Fame badges. If your Braun is super duper souped with Hoffs, I'm probably starting him, but otherwise start Morrison, bench Braun, and cut Rodman. Drew, Book, and DiVincenzo. Yet again, the Dante DiVincenzo. I love that card. I'm starting him. Off the bench, you can have Devin Booker. He can run your offense, and then Drew Holiday I would probably cut personally, unless unless you are in need of defense, in which case you could go start DiVincenzo, bench Drew, and cut Devin Booker. Thurl, AK, and Braun at the 3. I'm actually starting Thurl. I really think he's such a good card. 6'11", so versatile. I love that card. He's also got a great release. Starting Thurl, benching Braun, and cutting AK at the 3. That one for me, I don't think is all that hard. AK is a better defender than Braun, but Braun is the better all-around card, better slasher, better playmaker, honestly better shooter as well. I like AK a lot, but I like Braun a little more, so start Thurl, bench Braun, cut AK. Ron, Pippen, and T-Mac at shooting guard. I'm starting Pippen. I think Pippen is the only shooting guard better than him is Kobe, for sure. He's absolutely incredible at the shooting guard position. And then I am benching T-Mac. I mean, as good as Ron Artest is, I think T-Mac just gives you more offensive capability, more versatility as an overall card. So Ron Artest, certainly a good card, but start Kip Scotty, bench T-Mac, and cut Ron Artest. Kawhi, Ron, and Jimmy, that one's a lot harder. Those 3 guys are super duper close together. To me personally, I'm probably starting Ron, benching Jimmy, and cutting Kawhi. As I don't like Kawhi quite as much as Ron personally. I just don't. I like Ron's release a little better. I think Ron actually maybe shot creates a little better as well. Defensively, even, I feel like Ron gets a slight edge there. Jimmy can get every badge upgraded and Kawhi can't. I'm probably starting Ron, benching Jimmy, and cutting Kawhi. That's just my personal opinion. Those 3 are really close though, so it kind of is a matter of opinion. At the 4, Embiid, Chet, and KG. Definitely bench or cutting KG easily. KG is the worst of these 3 pretty easily. Embiid and Chet, I think Chet just gives you a little more versatility at the 4 with his playmaking ability. So I'm probably starting Chet, benching Embiid, and cutting KG. That would be what I would do. Now, Wemby, Embiid, and D-Rob. Those are the 3 best centers in the game. Honestly, those 3 guys are pretty close as well. You could definitely call that opinion, but for me, I like Wemby the most because I like the size, I guess. I mean, I think his stretch ability is really good as well, but so are D-Rob and Embiid. Like, they're all really good, but me personally, I'm probably starting Wemby, benching Embiid, cutting D-Rob, but again, those 3 really close. T-Mac, Bane, and Clay. Start T-Mac, bench Bane, cut Clay. That one's pretty easy to me. I actually think I might have put Bane over T-Mac in my shooting guards ranking. I've kind of changed my mind on him. He's a little small. The short wingspan on him is his biggest flaw. 6'4" wingspan, 6'5" height. He's just not that big. But he moves well. He's an awesome card. He defends really well as well. I think, honestly, he's a more versatile card than T-Mac, but I will give T-Mac the slight edge. Start T-Mac, bench Bane, cut Clay, my opinion. Adam, Braun, and AK-47. I feel like I already did this same one or one very similar, but unless Braun has a bunch of extra hoffs, start Adam, bench Braun, cut AK. It is close to getting those 3, but that's the order in which I would put them. Same thing here, starting Braun, benching AK, cutting Carmelo. Carmelo just doesn't give me the defense that Braun or AK do. He's a great offensive card, but him not having speed booster kind of hurts that. Not the worst defender in the world, but I think that's pretty fair. Hakeem, Giannis, and Chet. Definitely start Chet, bench Giannis, cut Hakeem at power forward. I assume that's what you're talking about. I don't love Hakeem at the power forward position. I don't think he's bad, but doesn't have the playmaking ability of either of those other 2 guys, nor the floor spacing of a Chet or the athleticism and versatility of a Giannis. For me, I think it's start Chet, bench Giannis, cut Hakeem pretty easily. AK, Melo, Artest, and DiVincenzo, Penny, D-Book. DiVincenzo, D-Book, Penny in that order. Start DiVincenzo, bench D-Book, cut Penny. And then at the 3, I assume this is AK, Melo, and Artest. I'm starting AK probably. Melo and Artest at the 3, I think is pretty close. For me, I'm probably leading defense though. I'm benching Artest and I'm cutting Melo. My personal opinion, I'm favoring the defense over the offense at the small forward position. Dante, Luka, and Magic. Dante and Luka, like I said, very close. Kind of depends who you have at the 2, but for me, I'm probably starting Dante, benching Luka. Magic is a couple spots behind those guys for sure. I think there's definitely a gap there. Magic just doesn't have much going for him outside of the ability, I guess, to get every badge and the size. I don't love his animations though, so overall, I don't love that card this year because I feel like size is a little less important, but he's still very good, especially if you just cheese with him in his size. But I think he's a very solid card. Now, I mean, Julian Strawther, Nick Young, PG. I'm starting. Ooh, that's a good one, actually. Julian Strawther, Nick Young, and Paul George. This is a good one because this one's close. And these are cards people aren't really thinking about that much, but these are still good cards. I think I'm starting Strawther, actually, because I think he's the most versatile of the 3 in terms of just overall stats and badges. I know Paul George has more Hall of Fame badges and stuff, but I don't like his release as much. I think I'm starting Strawther, benching PG, and cutting Nick Young. But, like, that one's interesting, because if you really want shot creation, you might start Nick Young. If you really want overall versatility, you're probably going Paul George. So, like, all 3 of those guys are really similar level of players. But I think I'm starting Strawther, benching PG, and cutting Nick Young personally. Now, 4 more. Giannis, Chet, and Embiid. Definitely, again, starting Chet. These 3 guys are close, but I'm starting Chet. Backup power forward between Giannis and Embiid is actually, like, pretty tight. If I was going to pick between those 2, I don't actually again, I think that one's opinion. Like, if you want a little more shooting, go Embiid. If you want more playmaking and versatility defensively, go Giannis. For me, that's a little more standard power forward stuff. So for me, I'm probably going Giannis. Starting Chet, benching Giannis, cutting Embiid. Just my opinion. Clyde, James Jones, and PG. I'm starting Clyde. He's the best of those three, in my opinion, with Kobe escape, the way his movement is, and him actually having a really good release and great slashing. I really like that card. He's solid defensively as well. I'm benching PG, and I'm cutting James Jones. As much as I like James Jones on the offensive end with his drag back Curry slide, and then elite release, he's just not very good defensively, so he doesn't quite play to the level overall of a Clyde or a Paul George. So start Clyde, bench Paul George, cut James Jones. Braun, AK, and Adam. I've done this one already. Unless there's a bunch of extra hoffs on Braun, starting Adam, benching Braun, cutting AK in most lineups. Then we have PD, Curry, Dante, and D-Book. This one is not very hard. Starting Dante, benching D-Book, and cutting Stephen Curry. I just think his lack of size hurts him a bit, and while he's not a terrible card, he's not quite on the level of a Dante or a D-Book. So with that being said, that is every single option that y'all gave me today. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.